Welcome to Discover Barnstable, the official podcast of the Town of Barnstable, a podcast where you can meet the people who steward the programs and services that connect us to our quality of life here in the Town of Barnstable. We invite you to join the conversation as we navigate municipal government and our community pathways to help you discover Barnstable. I'm Lynne Poyant, and on this episode of Discover Barnstable, we are joined by property manager Grayce Rogers. Grayce began her municipal career in 2016 in the Gateway Greeter program to enhance tourism in the area. She then became a full-time employee for transportation and conservation, spent 2 years in planning and development, focusing on historic, and moved into the property manager role in 2022. Grayce recently graduated from Suffolk University with her master's in public administration. Welcome, Grayce. We're really glad that you were able to join us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
And congratulations on your master's, because I know what that takes to get that done. Mm-hmm. You should be very proud of yourself. So in your role as property manager, one of the things that you focus on is special events. And can you talk about the change that was made in 2023, moving the special events program online?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have about 150 special events every year, which we are very blessed to have, a very active community. And we decided in 2023 to move over to OpenGov. The majority of regulatory permits are on OpenGov, and it made sense to streamline and automate the process further and join the other permits. So anyone that is wishing to easily create an event can do such by going on to OpenGov. They can create an account. Once they create an account, they can fill out the application, they can submit it. And the wonderful thing about OpenGov is I like to refer to it as like regulatory Facebook, because you can always log in to see all of the different staff comments and the process of your application. So it's very transparent, and it has been a huge enhancement for communication. And I think we work with about roughly 10 to 13 different departments, depending on the logistics of the permit. So this has really gone the distance when it comes to setting up a successful event. And it's been wonderful to have.
And I have to say that some people may not be aware of all the different departments that are part of this process, mm-hmm. because you have the police department, we have 5 different fire districts. So they're depending upon where in town mm-hmm. this event is taking place, it could involve any one of those 5 fire districts. Mm-hmm. You have health, building.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. Communications, DPW, police, as you said, the fire districts. And again, depending on the location of the event it has and the logistics, it triggers multiple different departments. At times, the airport rotary or the airport, that would trigger airport to sign off on that permit. So it is quite involved. And because it's involved, we decided to meet together as staff and put together a really great checklist that is paired with the application as well as a staff contact list, in hopes that we can provide more information and, again, get people from point A to point B quicker than we had previously to 2023.
Yeah, and I think that people have commented and they've noticed, and mm-hmm. It really has been beneficial for us as communication staff, because when we have an event such as we just had with Best Buddies, and actually during that particular weekend there were 3 separate road races mm-hmm. that took place. We had TK's 10K, we had the Tour de Barnstable, mm-hmm. as well as Best Buddies. So we had to be able to notify our residents through My Barnstable app and through the e-news, as well as through social media. You know, you may have some difficulty getting around town mm-hmm. this weekend, so it's really important that we're clued in as to what's happening.
Yeah, prior to 2023, we had a great permitting system for the Times, which was Cognito, which was a great setup that you could go online, submit an application, but it was very heavily paper-based on the back end with staff, which we work throughout the town of Barnstable with different offices. So going on to OpenGov and just streamlining through automation, just as you said, has really enhanced that communication process with internal staff and with the public, which has been just wonderful, versus taking the time to download a PDF and having to go around to 200 Main Street and MEA, here at Town Hall, the police department, and the fire districts. It's been absolutely a joy to have. It's been a great investment, I think.
Yeah, and that really, now I ran the Hyannis Chamber for a number of years, so when we were doing the Father's Day car show or doing something on Main Street, we would have to physically drive to the police station, to the fire station, mm-hmm. Wherever, in order to get the signatures. And there was no guarantee that we were going to get the signature that day, because we hadn't made an appointment. We were hoping that there would be somebody available to sign it, but by doing it electronically, we don't have to put the people that are getting the permit through that process.
Yeah, absolutely.
So people, one of the things that we want to make sure that people plan. If they know they're having an event, they shouldn't wait to the last minute to contact the town, especially if they're making use of town property. And people can put in an application a year in advance, correct?
Yes, we have a year in advance. We do have a few different triggers depending on, again, the event logistics. If there are more than 1,000 people that are speculated to attend, or if that is the aim of the event, they should really focus on 90 days to put that permit in, so we have enough time to accommodate their requests and needs in an efficient manner. If it is less than 1,000, then it's 45 days in advance. We have the 45 days in advance, particularly because there are other regulatory staff that might have additional permits. So for example, if you're looking to prepare food on site, you might have to go before the Board of Health, which requires a 4 weeks advance notice. And same for the licensing authority. So if you have a special one-day entertainment license and you have to appear before them, you could be 4 weeks out for that. So 45 days to 90 days really helps get all of the proper procedures and requirements checked off that list for them.
And events can happen 12 months of the year. There's no 1 month or 3 month block where events happen. It is 12 months of the year.
Yeah, surprisingly, or perhaps not so surprisingly, it's not cyclical. We, of course, have an increase when we have beautiful weather like today. And every weekend is stocked with events. Every day is full with events because the sun is shining. However, in the winter, we have many events. One that comes to mind is Love of Local. They have their fabulous holiday event, which has continued to grow throughout the years from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days. The town is a partner with them. The BID has become a partner with them. And it's become a great community tradition for the holiday season to interact locally, be able to see vendors and businesses that are local. So no, it's not just for the warm summer months either. It is all year round, which I think has been wonderful to get the community out, especially when it's cold and dark and we don't tend to see each other because we're hibernating. So yeah, no, not cyclical.
And it's a great opportunity for community engagement when these events happen, but some of them are used as fundraisers, some of them are used as arts and culture events, but you've also had some private events. Some weddings have taken place on town property as well.
Yes, the last one that I remember was down on Azleton Park. It was a beautiful, intimate ceremony with family, and it was at sunset overlooking the harbor. And it was wonderful. The family had their roots here. They'd been here for a very long time, and they had a special connection to Azleton, and we were able to accommodate that.
That's great. Is there anything that a newbie to special events, you would like them to know through this? Because there is a way for them to view the special events calendar on the website so that they know when a piece of property may or may not be available to them.
That is a great starting point. We have tried very hard as special event staff to create a plethora of resources to help inform applicants, especially first-time applicants, because the process on paper looks so daunting. And my recommendation is to first go onto the town website. Under quick links, there is a special events hyperlink. They can click it there. There's a great introduction. There's the special events calendar, so they can browse through that to see what dates are open for the next year. They can also see the staff contact list. So if they're looking to get in contact with the school facilities, with health, with building, etc., they can go right there, find their email, their phone number. They can also find the special events checklist there as well. And if all else fails and there's still questions, they can always set up a meeting with me, and I'd be more than happy to walk them through the process, not just at the beginning, but through the entire permitting process, because again, it is quite involved.
And having someone that this is what you do is an extreme help. Excuse me. Is there anything else that you would like for folks out there to know?
Don't be afraid to ask. I think a lot of people have really great, creative, innovative community ideas, but at times can feel a little hesitant, thinking that, oh, can I do that on public property? It doesn't hurt to ask. Right. Again, we have so many wonderful events that range from, high school reunions to weddings to fundraiser events. We have rallies for awareness. So many things happen, and I just always welcome a new, fresh idea because you never know what your idea could present an opportunity for the community to engage. And I think that's my favorite part of special events is getting the community to interact with each other because I think we tend to get very busy. And sometimes it's such a great moment in time to just stop and smell the flowers and enjoy that moment with people.
And having a friendly face and a friendly voice to be able to guide people through the process is really a welcome addition. So we want to thank you very much for joining us, Grayce. But before we let you go, we have a question for you. And what is your favorite season?
Ooh.
And why?
I think my favorite season is fall. I really like the duality. In the beginning, you have summer weather, and then it slowly starts to change over, and it's wonderful watching all of the different colors. I love being able to go to the beach in September, but love having a bonfire in November with s'mores and being around the bonfire with friends and family. So I really like all of the changes that come with fall. And the only thing that's constant is change.
It's true. And it's a perfect season. So especially here on Cape Cod, we're really blessed. So we want to thank you for spending time with us and listening to Discover Barnstable, the official podcast of the Town of Barnstable. We hope you found a new understanding of how your municipal government works for you and our community. Be sure to drop us a line at podcast@town.barnstable.ma.us and let us know what you would like to learn next. Until next time, go Discover Barnstable.